All right, welcome again. Here's finally we're going to deliver on that promise from before. Those other videos that you may have seen talking about what actual first-time homebuyer programs are available was out there. We're going to keep this a little bit general because the market shifts and change, and there's always regulation changes and all that stuff. So we're going to try to make this a little bit more evergreen. So if you want to know exactly specifically what is available right now, give Danny a call. There's his number. Feel free to do that and he'll be able to help you out with that.
So most first-time homebuyer programs are geared toward providing a lower down payment. If you have a home and it's been appreciating in value and you've been paying down the mortgage, you have a pretty good chunk of money to put down on your next home. First-time homebuyer programs allow you to buy with a very low down payment, generally 3 to 3.5% down. Now, there is also, throughout the states, most states have a grant program. The state of Texas, where I'm licensed, has a grant program for first-time homebuyers. You can accept a grant of money between 2 and 5% that you can use to cover down payment of your new home and even some of the closing costs. So if you're looking at a $200,000 loan, you can take out a grant between $4,000 and $8,000, actually $10,000. If you stay in the home for 3 years and one day those funds are fully forgiven, you don't pay them back. Now, what happens if dire circumstances happen? You have to sell the home in a year or a year and a half, then you would pay back that grant at a prorated basis, depending upon how long you've stayed in the house. But if you stayed in it for 3 years and a day, those funds are fully forgiven. You do not pay them back. You don't pay interest. You don't pay a monthly payment for the 3 years that you're waiting to get to that 3 years and a day period. So keep in mind, not just low down payment options, but actually a grant that you can use to cover the down payment. There's also an FHA mortgage that we offer that allows you to put zero down. The way this is structured, you have a 3.5% down payment. Well, you take out a second mortgage, a second loan to cover the 3.5% down. And it is amortized over 10 years. So you have your regular 30-year mortgage, and for 10 years, you will have a smaller mortgage to cover your down payment. You get in the door for zero down, and it adds generally $35 to $40 a month to the monthly payment. So keep those programs in mind. If you would like to know what you qualify for, what budget you qualify for, down payment options, I am licensed in the state of Texas to offer the grant programs. So I can walk through which of those programs or multiple of those programs that you may qualify for.
And it gets you really excited. Now, again, results may vary, but Danny and I have been very, very successful at helping buyers get into a home with very little down, with basically accompanying one of the programs that he offers along with seller assistance, able to get a client into a home without having to spend a whole lot of money out of pocket. It happens. I can't tell you how many times it happens. It always feels so great when we're able to help a family do that. Now, you'll definitely need to have your down payment in your account and all that stuff, but you may not have to touch it, which is the great thing with these different programs. Okay, so definitely feel free to reach out to Danny and I to kind of get you on that path. But it's super exciting, and it changes lives. No kidding, changes lives. To continue learning about the first-time homebuyer process and what you need to do, please clue into the other videos and articles that we have created for your benefit to learn about the whole process. Sure, I'm glad that you're here. All right, God bless.